Alright, so tonight, as you know, we have with us Anthony Keidis from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He recently released his autobiography called Scar Tissue. Ladies and gentlemen, please give him a hand.
Got some fans out there.
Alright, so, you go very depth into your childhood in your book. How would you explain it now?
Yeah, well, I had a pretty normal life until I was 9 or so. I grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. My mom and dad were actually they've been in love for a while. They're high school sweethearts, but then when I was 9 or so, they got a divorce. And that was really hard for me to take in. My dad, he moved to California to have a new life, but I stayed back home with my mom in Michigan. And until I was 13 or so, I decided I need to see my dad. I haven't seen him in about 4 years or so. So I moved to LA. Complete different world out there from Michigan. My dad, he was a drug dealer, which I could never see. Because of him, I was introduced to drugs, sex, and rock and roll. Instead of going out to the movies on weekends, I went to clubs with my dad and snorted a line of cocaine. Instead of, playing soccer with my friends, I had sex with prostitutes. So it was a complete different lifestyle than I've had before.
So how would you describe your overall drug experience? Yeah.
It was definitely a ride, a trippy ride. Trippy ride. But I remember perfectly. When I was about 14 or so, my dad encouraged me to do a line of cocaine. So, I was down. My dad was doing it, I was like, I'll do it too. So I snorted the line of cocaine, and I guess I snorted a lot of it, and everyone was shocked, what is going on? I was like, dude, I'm chilling, it's fun, I'm loving it. And that experience kind of just propelled me, oh, I gotta do more drugs, because that experience was so much fun. And another experience that kind of took even further is when I was introduced to heroin. That was big. It was around early 80s. No one really heard about it before. And when I told my bud Flea, one of my bandmates, he was like, no, you can't do it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And then I did it, and it was the best feeling my body's ever felt. And I encouraged every one of my bandmates to do it with me, so. And that just kind of propelled my addiction to the ultimate.
Wow, so some singers know that they're going to make it, far in music. They know from the start that they're gonna, be a singer. But do you think that's how you felt growing up? That you knew you were
no, actually not at all. Me and my buds, Flea and Hill, Slovak, we just love to do drugs and chill around and express ourselves through music. I never knew I was going to be a singer. I was just a party animal. I didn't know what I was. I was the back with the tambourine when my buds were doing their shows. But yeah, I had no clue I'd be a singer. So when we first started, we just played at local LA bands at clubs. Mm-hmm. And randomly, this pop star from Germany, she comes up to us and dude, you guys are going to be the next biggest thing around the world. And we're like, nah, dude, that's not going to happen. We're just chilling here in LA, having the time of our lives. We didn't see a future for us. We were just doing it for the fun of it. We just did it for fun. And then it was out of our hands. Everyone just loved us, and I mean, we've made it pretty far, and
I'd say so.
And I've loved everything that's happened to us, all the fame. You know, I love this band. I would do anything for them. And along the way, we have lost one of my closest members, Hill, and that was really hard for me. But, you know, he's the one that kind of made me stop doing drugs because he died from overdose. So, yeah, that was really hard for us. But, you know, we moved on and we made more songs, and I just love this band.
All right, well, unfortunately, we're running out of time, but please, ladies and gentlemen, give Anthony Keidis a hand for being awesome.